defensive ability. How much has that been something you've taken on as kind of a personal challenge?
Yeah, I knew coming here, talking to Kylan and talking back and forth about the potential we had defensively and being able to switch through multiple positions throughout the game. And I think, today it just showed Kylan trusts me to guard the point guard, and we trust him obviously to guard an All American like JT Toppin, who was phenomenal tonight as well. But it just shows the versatility we have on that end.
Just for each of you, Kylan, if you could start, could you give me your vantage point on Andre's block at the end, and then Andre, kind of what you saw to get that block?
Yeah, I was pissed first with the flagrant. It was crazy. But no, I was just watching. I knew they wanted to get the ball to obviously Anderson. He's one of the best shooters on the team. I saw he had an open look, and I was getting ready to just go look for Watts to box out. And next thing I know, I just see the ball on my right in my peripheral and see Dre made a deflection. And then, yeah, just immediately just got hyped up with Dre, and that was about it.
Yeah, I think all last year, trailing guards was kind of like something that the coaches were harping on, and being able to get a weak side contest. And I think bringing that length when guarding smaller guards and faster guards. Obviously, I'm not the fastest, but using my length to get through screens and rear view contesting, that's something I can bring to this team. And I think that was one of those plays where I showed I could do it.
Yeah, Kylan, you in the back. Sorry, you go from guarding one of the small, most dynamic point guards in the country to one of the best bigs in the country in the same game. How much has that really become your identity, and how much do you think it energizes your team when you're able to make plays like that defensively?
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of normal for me now. Kind of like Danny Wolf last year, Cooper Flag, I think an advantage I have defensively is how strong I am. And a lot of these bigs, they're used to just catching it comfortably and something like that. And I think I did the best I could do with Toppin to make this catch as hard. But yeah, I'm just kind of used to, if the big guy's going off, sometimes I got to switch and, try to cut his water off the best I can.
Question for you, Dre. Just want to get your thoughts on just basically playing for coach's staff. Just allows you guys all to kind of play your own games.
Yeah, I think the versatility we have offensively allows us to mix it up. Playing both wings, having guys that can drive left and right helps us a lot. And obviously, guys are stepping up, making big shots. So it feels good to have people on the roster where someone's not going for them. There's another guy that will step up.
Yes, since both of you guarded, and just how important was maybe making life as tough as possible for him? I mean, Toppin was going to get his back, maybe to take Anderson out of the game.
You can't have both of them going crazy, He's a really, really good guard. There's a reason why he's one of the best point guards in the nation, but he did a lot of preparation. We watched film. He knew what tendencies he was liking to do, and I think, like he said earlier, I had a complete trust. If Dre was guarding him, I had no problem with switching on top. And I think we did a great job. It was making, like you said, making his life hard tonight.
You said you harassed Andre as a transfer prospect. Can you take me into what that was like? And Andre, can you give me your vantage point of that?
No, it's not a joke. Immediately, I was calling this dude. I was probably bugging this kid. Why is he still texting me? When I found out that we were interested in him, I immediately texted him. He was one of my favorite players that I was watching throughout the summer of who we wanted, and then they told me that they want him. So I'm really excited that he got here. Big shout out to me for doing that. 100%. Yeah.
Andre,
I guess I'm glad he harassed me. Yeah, I think no one knew the injuries were going to play out like this. But the decision to come to Illinois and having Kyle on the team and knowing he was going to come back, a defender like Ty Rodgers was going to come back, Tommy coming back, I knew that we were going to have such great potential on both sides of the floor. Having that relationship with Kylan as soon as I got in the portal and us talking, and by the time I moved in the summer, it was like we were very close. Like we went to Greece together. I went to go see my family. We trained. He met all my people, and we got very close. So it's been great so far. A very productive summer. The injuries are what they are, but I feel very grateful for my decision.
For either of you, obviously a lot of highs from this game, but with it being your first true test of the season, is there anything you took from it that maybe you want to, try to apply to the Alabama, UConn, Tennessee games?
Maybe not trying to let their player try to get off, but I think we did what we needed to do tonight. We won the rebound battle, which was a big focus for us. Defensively, we were on our P's and Q's. I think we were great in the gaps. I think we were great defensively with our hands, being active on defense. Maybe being more consistent with continuously running our offense and not getting stuck at times. I think that was a big hurtful thing for us last year, that we got stagnant at times. But overall, I think we did a great job with everything tonight.
Kylan, on your bucket at the end there at the rim, what was the play call? Did it materialize the way it was drawn up?
All honesty, I
Get
don't
the
remember.
best shot we can.
Yeah. In all
was the
honesty, I
play
don't remember. But I just we were just picking up that there sometimes would we like to call it a tilt, and they would switch late. I saw that Atwell was being aggressive and he was staying on my hip, so I just did a low hezzy, waited for Toppin to leave, and just attacked.
Andrej, can you give me your impressions of Keaton Wagler and kind of what he's given you in these first 3 games, especially tonight?
Yeah, he's been great. He's been listening to me in the summer, which I feel good about. He's very calm as a freshman, very poised. Off the court, he handled himself very well, and I think having like that, he's so talented, and he doesn't even know it yet. So trying to help him understand what he can mean to this team later on in this year, we knew he was going to be good. And the last couple games, ever since the season started, just the rest of the world is just seeing it now. But yeah, I'm very proud of him. He had 7 rebounds. It's 5 offensive rebounds today. I can't name another freshman wing that's doing that. So I'm very proud of him. Very proud of him.
Andrej, correct me if I'm wrong, but it did feel like you looked up at your dad in the crowd a couple times. Just what would that mean to have him here tonight? And what has been his influence? Obviously, you're a different player than him, but what has been his influence on you as a player?
Yeah, I think that when he was my age, before he got to the league, we were very similar in terms of percentage and getting to the rim. And obviously, people are gonna say that my 3-point percentage is off. But I mean, I don't look at that stuff. Today we showed that we can score in so many different ways. At the end of the day, we win for this school. This school helps us. That's how it works. And just having my dad over there who's been through it, it means a lot to me. So looking at him during timeouts, just whether he's yelling at me or encouraging me, or after the game, he's always going to have points for my teammates and myself. So I know it means a lot for him to be here.
Scott, and then back there, the guys.
Andrej, Kylan's made his thoughts about having continuation now known, but how much can this team take advantage of that with his ability to get to rim? Yours, Keaton, David. I mean, you got a lot of guys that can maybe really exploit that.
Yeah, that was a big emphasis during the summer, knowing that was going to be a big part of how we run our offense, especially with the ability for us to attack the paint and get to the rim. As soon as we get that contact, we know we have guys that can finish through it. And with this continuation rule, whatever it is, I don't even know what it is. 1 step, 1 dribble, extra, I don't know. But we're very good at it, and we know how to take advantage of it. And I think we've shown it. So we'll just keep working at it.
Isaac would be our last one for the players.
Kylan, if you talked about last year, you got stagnant at times offensively, it felt like maybe on the verge of getting stagnant early in that second half. Why is this group different? Why are you guys able to kind of eradicate some of that stagnation, kind of get back to your flow?
I think it just come with us being more mature, especially the vets. I watched it happen last year, so in timeouts and situations, maybe a couple of possessions weren't good ones for us, or we didn't get the shot we wanted. Continuously just running our offense, but I think it just comes with maturity and the younger guys who are a huge impact for us, understanding that.
Okay, thank you.